So, interesting. What's the greatest challenge in doing business today? You morphed. You developed a lot. It's an old business. How do you adapt? And you're a newcomer in the business. So how do you fit in?
Okay.
What I'm doing at this point in time is, a while ago I told you about a lot of children now don't have comprehension. And that's what we are zeroing at this point in time. We must have to teach the children how to comprehend, because comprehension is the basis of a learning. You cannot do math, you cannot do science, you cannot do other subjects if you don't know how to comprehend. Comprehending is analyzing. Comprehension is very important, because if you don't know how to comprehend, then your critical thinking will not be developed. So I always tell my clients, my customers, please, let's concentrate on letting the student how to comprehend, how to know how to comprehend, how to understand things. When they read, how they will understand every word that they
And
do
you're
read.
calling the attention of the school officials, right?
Yes.
Public and private, no?
Yes.
They should really understand that it's important to understand
Yes.
what they should be understood.
Yes,
Okay.
because even in math problem solving is 80% comprehension and only 20% problem solving.
Oh, I thought it's 100% ability to copy from your seatmate.
Yeah, I did that too.
So it's not. So it's 80%.
It's not. Because at this point in time, I heard you say X plus Y equals Z. In teaching math, it's no longer that thing, because when you do ask children to memorize equations, algebraic equation, formula, they hear that. That's why they say math is scary. In problem solving, you can solve a certain problem by understanding and solve it according to how you understand it.
Okay.
You don't have to employ formula. You don't have to assign some
variable,
some words, some letters that they have to memorize. Because if you do forget one letter, then that's it.
Okay. So you're ruined.
You're ruined.
Okay. So how do you fit in? New player, industry so big and probably so competitive. How do you fit in?
It's incredibly competitive, and there is a lot of demand now for what we do, and there's just a few of us, so it's really a matter of being able to catch the big fish. But I think in our case, it's more on making sure we are updated in terms of our knowledge and our training. That's why I do attend yearly conventions and education programs, just to make sure that everything that I know about appearance, behavior, and communication training, especially for professionals, is updated. And aside from that, of course, technology can be really, really helpful these days in terms of business.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so in terms of marketing, we try to keep our name out there. I have a blog, we have a website, we are all over Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So we make sure that we are really putting our name out there in social media, at least, because it's really one of the easier ways now to reach most people or most of our target clients.
What do young generations to come need to learn from the older generation in terms of technology?
I have what we call now back to basic thing. We must teach children how to go back to basic, how to read. Because with a lot of information, as I've said a while ago, with a lot of information, with the high technology at this point in time, their children is so hard up in processing this information. That's why if you do know how to read and comprehend, then everything that you do, everything that you see, everything that with the high tech at this point in time it's easy for you to analyze.
So you're telling me that the skill of processing that information is more important than the information itself.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you can have a lot of information without having to know how to use those things.
You must know how to use that. That's why I said it's back to basic.
Okay.
It's back to basic teaching.
Incredible.
That's the in thing now, because if you will see our graduates, sad to say, we put an ad. There are a lot of applicants. You ask them to talk. You ask them to express themselves. They couldn't even express themselves, which is a sad thing. And their grammar, my goodness.
What do you think about that?
I completely agree, because I believe that your knowledge is going to be useless. What you know is useless if you don't know how to say it to people.
Right.
If you don't know how to spread it to others, you don't know how to influence, to encourage other people. That's the reason why we make sure that, at least for our consultants in our company, they are highly trained, not just with getting more knowledge, but also in being able to improve their training techniques, how to share it, how to speak, how to encourage them to believe, how to encourage them in applying what you're teaching.
Can you actually sugarcoat the lack of knowledge with the poise and the posture and the presentation, physical presentation? Can you sugarcoat whatever empty head that you have?
I don't believe that there are people who really have empty heads, of course, no?
Everybody.
I'm exaggerating.
What do you think is there? Nobody has empty heads.
Talent.
Okay, girls. Okay, girls.
But poise definitely can help create a very good first impression to people. I'm pretty sure
Exactly.
you have met people in which they look so slender, so poised, so refined, that your first impression of them is like, wow, I want to talk to that person. And then you started talking to that person. But there are some people in which they don't have the refinement or the poise in the beginning. You don't even approach them. So that's a missed opportunity for them.
Okay.
And that's why it's very important for you to create a good visual presentation
First.
so that you get the attention of the people that matters to you at that moment.
Okay.
And that is where your opportunity can start. Because I believe in this world right now, we need to create opportunities for ourselves, not just building up of too much knowledge, but making sure we have the opportunity to share that knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I do agree 100% with Karen. Because a first impression is lasting, where they're going to look at you and then they look at how you stand, how you carry
People
yourself.
are so judgmental. talagang
Exactly.
They will,
Exactly.
at that time, they will size you up. di ba?
Exactly.
There's a study that says that really human beings are naturally judgmental.
Yes.
So we actually just have to use that little information there, that they're judgmental, might as well be judged well.
Of course. I experienced that. Nobody would believe I am a motivational speaker. You know?
Exactly. We had that experience with you.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
Is that the speaker?
Talaga?
No, it was my trainer.